Today I'll be sharing with you 6 important reasons why you should consider buying an off-plan property. My name is Olale Aremu. I'm a financial advisor and a real estate broker in Lagos State, Nigeria. In recent times, you must have come across newspaper adverts, online ads, YouTube videos talking about off-plan developments locally and internationally. So, what is an off-plan development? It is simply a development that is being sold before it is built or before it is completed. Most of the time, what you see on ground are just the renderings, the pre-development plans, the property plans, and the land. So what are these very important 6 reasons why you should consider buying an off-plan development today? Number 1, you can monitor the construction process. And this particular reason is very important to me, and it should be important to you too, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. There are a lot of things that is involved when you have to build a house. When you buy an off-plan property, you tend to be able to monitor what happens on site. Once in a while, you can go to site, see the ratio of the sand to the cement to the aggregate. You can see the type of reinforcement that's being used to build, so that if there's at any point you see anything that is different from what the developer promised you when you made your initial deposit, then you can quickly call the attention of the developer and let them know that they are bending from what they have promised you in the first place. So that is why I used to prefer you buying an off-plan property than a finished one. If it's a finished building, they are done with the work, they have screeded it, painted and all. You don't know what has gone into the construction. You don't know the type of reinforcement they use. You don't know how strong the blocks being used are. But when you buy an off-plan property, you go to site once in a while, or you let your realtor go on your behalf to site and see how it is being built. So it's just like you're building your house by yourself, because you can actually say an history of the building. Number 2, you can tweak the design of your building a little bit. Probably you're someone who likes to have more space in your bedroom, or you want more space in your kitchen or in any other part of the building. When you're buying an off-plan, you have an opportunity to change some things while the construction is being on. If you buy a house that is already completed, you may be able to change some things, but not too much, and it will actually cost you more changing it at that level. But if at the construction stage you buy an off-plan, you can talk to the engineers on site, you can talk to the developer and let them know your preferences, so that you can change it to suit the exact thing that you want in your dream home. Number 3, it is cheap. When you're buying an off-plan property, the prices of that property at that point is very cheap compared to the prevailing market price of that kind of property. Developers do this because at that point they are looking for funds to start up the project or to move the project from one point to another point. So investors that believe in the project are given the opportunity to buy it cheaper than people that will be coming in at different stages of the development. Say for instance, you are buying into the property when it's at the piling stage or still at the foundation stage. The price you buy will be cheaper compared to someone that will be coming into this investment opportunity when it gets to the lintel level. So they could do this so that people that are coming at each point of the construction will be able to have a good profit margin, so that when you are selling at a very good price, because you bought into the project when other people did not believe in the project. Number 4, it takes stress off you. When it comes to building construction, there's really much to it than meets the eye. There are a lot of things that you need to put in place before you build at all, from having your plans, from getting these plans approved, to putting together professionals that will help you at each point of the building, to having to bring together artisans and to manage them. In fact, managing these artisans on site is one of the very difficult things I see people. It's one of the most difficult things I see people having to battle with on their construction site. So when you buy an off-plan property, the developer has already taken this stress off you. So if you are not someone that is a building construction professional, or you're not someone that has all the time to go to site to ensure that you supervise the work that they're doing, many times these artisans, they get you frustrated, and most of the time you end up spending much more than you plan to spend on the project. I advise most of my clients, especially first-time home buyers, buy an off-plan property from a developer that knows his onions. He's already taken all the stress off you. What is very important to you is just for him to deliver at the time he promised you and to give you your keys. Number 5, capital appreciation. When you buy an off-plan property, especially when the project is just starting, by the time the project is completed, you'll have made a lot of money from your investment. Take for instance, we have a project at Parkview in Ikoyi. The project started with 140 million for a 4-bedroom masonette. By the time it got sold out about 2 months ago, it was selling for 200 million. That is about 43% capital appreciation in just a little over 2 years. So when you invest in an off-plan property, when it is starting, you tend to gain a lot more from this development when it is completed, because it will be selling at the current market value in that location. So buy an off-plan property when the project is just starting. You make a lot of money when you're selling this property. Number 6, you can pay in installments. Most of the time when you are buying properties that developers already completed, they tell you to pay outrightly, meaning you pay all the fees immediately, meaning you have to pay all the money immediately, or at the most they give you 3 months to be able to complete the payment. But when you are doing off-plan property, because the project is still on, is not completed already, they give you the opportunity to spread your payments, which is very good for you. As you are paying in bits, you are seeing the level of work that is being done on site. So if at any point the money you have paid does not match up with the level of development on site, you can quickly call the attention of the developer to it. And you also have time to use your money for other investments instead of tying it down on that property. So while paying for that property, the property is already appreciating in value more than what you bought it in the first place. So it's a very good reason for you to buy an off-plan property. Now with these 6 reasons, you now see why you should consider buying an off-plan property. But if you are buying an off-plan property, it's always very important for you to do a thorough research. Thorough research about the developer that is building the property, thorough research about the company. If it's a JV arrangement, you need to know how it is. What about the title of this property? What about the location of this property? Is this close to basic amenities? What is the current rental value of properties in that area, so that you are not overcharged? So all of these are very important things that you also need to check before investing in that off-plan property. In as much as off-plan property will give you good capital appreciation, massive ROI on your investment, that will only happen if you take the right decision. That is why it's very important for you to engage services of professional realtors that will help you at every point of the transaction to ensure that you get good value for your money. So guys, you have the tips right now that you need to make informed real estate investment decision when it comes to off-plan properties. Don't forget to like this video, click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be the first to see all our informative videos that we share on this channel every week. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section. What do you think about off-plan properties? What do you think about the few tips that I just shared with you today? Till I come your way again, my name is Olala Remu. I'm your financial advisor and your real estate broker. I help you to make the right real estate decisions that will increase your capital and make your life better. Thank you.